Hey everyone, it's Evangeline here at etrailer, and today we'll be taking a look at the Malone FoldAway-5 stand-up paddleboard, kayak, or canoe carrier right here on our 2021 Toyota 4Runner. This is one of my favorite kayak carriers when it comes to versatility, but also affordability. So if you're not sure if you're carrying around one kayak, two kayaks, stand-up paddleboards, or surfboards, and you don't want to have to get an individual carrier for each type, this is what you would go with. There's a lot of different options for you for how you carry things. You can carry multiple kayaks or just one in a J-style form. And for your 4Runner with all that good roof space, it's a great match. So I have this set up in the dual kayak position where we can carry around two kayaks. That's because our center mast is straight up in a post style. But you can move this back and forth if you have a single kayak on. Check out our full review for how to move it into different positions for those different, let's say your boats, your boards, your surfboards. Here, we are going to focus on how it fits on the 4Runner though. So let's talk about straps. So this includes two sets of straps for two kayaks. Whether you're carrying one or two, you have everything you need. You have bow and stern straps. So here in our 4Runner, it goes into our hood, and then it also goes into our hitch. Those are going to be the safety chains of your kayak carrier. But you also have the two cam buckle straps that go around your kayak carrier, over your kayak, and then into either your roof rack, your rails, plus your kayak carrier. So I'm going to take off our bow and stern straps as well as our cam buckle straps so that we can take a closer look at the kayak carrier. I personally recommend using the etrailer kayak carrier kit that has straps as well as dog bones you can just throw into your hood and take out when you're done, rather than the hook this uses, but that's more of a personal preference. I don't know if you've noticed, but your 4Runner is a very tall vehicle. So in order to make it easier for yourself, unless you are taller, to take off your kayaks, I use the Moki doorstep. This gives me that extra height and that traction so that I can safely strap down my kayak to this kayak carrier. Also, if you have crossbars that have more overhang, this will push your kayak out so it's easier to unload. And when you're just driving around without your kayaks on, what you can do is you can move this down into the stowed position. So pull the levers out to the side and then bring the arm down and then pull the levers again in order to secure it. So the height this is going to add to the top of your crossbar is going to be 5 inches, and that's how much you'll have to consider when you're just driving around. There will be a bit of wind noise and wind drag, so just remember that. Depending on what crossbars, you have two different bolts. We have the longer bolts, and then they attach with this clamp and with these wing nuts. So you need at least 1.5 inches of clearance to get that on there. I recommend not using your factory bars on your 4Runner and getting an upgrade so that you have more clearance and don't hit your roof. And depending on what position you have it in, you can use this extra piece. You don't need to use this extra piece. This can move back and forth depending on the length of your stand-up paddle boards or your kayaks or your boats. So just know that it's there for if you need it, and if you don't need it, keep it in your car. So my personal thoughts about the Malone FoldAway-5 is I love its versatility and the ability to carry around a bunch of different things. The downside to that is definitely going to be there's more moving parts, more things you have to clamp down, more things you have to add on. With the 4Runner being such a tall vehicle, you will have to keep that in consideration too, depending on what you're carrying. If you want some load assist, check out our universal roof rack adapter for the Telos XL load assist plus the XL load assist. You can use that on both sides of your car to help you out with getting those water sport equipment like your kayaks or your boards onto your 4Runner. So hopefully this video helped you out with seeing how it's going to fit, how to put it on your 4Runner, how much space it takes up, and what can you carry with it. And this right here was a look at our Malone FoldAway-5 carrier right here on our 2021 Toyota 4Runner. My name is Evangeline, and I hope you enjoyed the journey.